Well, voters in La Crosse will decide if the district should build a new elementary school on the city's north side. The La Crosse School Board voted last night to put a nearly $16 million referendum on the November ballot. News 8's Jenna Traum breaks down what you can expect to vote on when you head to the polls. Jenna?
Mike, voters will be asked to decide the fate of the two north side elementary campuses. Should the school district spend $2 or $3 million to update the current buildings, or should they spend up to $15.7 million to build a new elementary school where Franklin currently stands? To build or not to build? That is the question La Crosse voters will be faced with on the November ballot.
Now it's a matter of determining whether a new school makes sense or not.
Right now, pre-K through first graders on La Crosse's north side go to the Roosevelt campus. Second through fifth graders who live in that area go to the Franklin campus, which is 8 blocks away. Now the school board has decided to ask voters in a referendum whether to tear down Franklin and put up a new school in its place.
We would build a new elementary school on that site that actually would support all of the students currently at Franklin, as well as all of the students who are currently at Roosevelt.
La Crosse residents might remember getting a survey in the mail this May asking them how they would feel about the project. More than half who responded said they would definitely or probably support building a new school. And the La Crosse School Superintendent Randy Nelson says the time is right to replace the decades-old buildings.
It's also time for us to update some of our classroom situations and provide classrooms that I think are more ready for our learners today than they were 40, 50, and even almost 100 years ago.
And even though the question of building a new Northside Elementary has been unsuccessfully put before voters in the past, Nelson says this is the school board's last shot.
I think this would be the last time that this question is going to be asked, and however our voters decide to move forward or not move forward, the board will deal with it either way.
Now, if the referendum does pass, the school board hopes to eventually no longer own Roosevelt and work with the surrounding community to use the building for some other purpose. Nelson tells me the savings of taking Roosevelt offline by cutting staffing and the costs of running the building would come out to about $175,000 a year.
Thanks, Jenna. A new school would take about 1.5 years to build. The school district isn't sure yet where the students at Franklin would go in that time, but they would probably either be dispersed to other schools temporarily or use portable classrooms.